Hey folks, it's been a while since I've done a YouTube video. A lot has happened since last time. Yeah, a lot has happened. Well, we just witnessed a coup. The coup has been ongoing for 4 years, and well, it came to a head this past couple months. And well, as of January 20th, we're probably going to see another usurper in the White House. First one was Kennedy when he lost to Nixon, but somehow he squeaked in there. Second one was Obama, because he was born in Kenya. And third one is Joe Biden. Joe Biden got there by hook and crook, but not legally. So you cannot legally occupy the White House as President of the United States of America if you have gotten there by ill-gotten gains. And that is what happened with Joe Biden. Now, we know that Kamala Harris is going to be, or Kamala, however you want to say it. How about Camel Toe? Camel Toe Harris is going to eventually take the position of president, because the left wants to say, we were the ones who put a black or a colored or a whatever female in there. You know, sorry, I'm not used to wearing a lavalier, but you know, we put a person of different skin color who is also female in the presidency, you know, so they could just, you know, toot their little horns and, you know, pat themselves on the back and remind each other of how great they think they are. But then we start seeing things happening. I'm on a platform right now. I'm talking to you on a platform right now that's probably going to go into some deep censorship. Twitter, Facebook, Google, 3 of them already started doing censorship. And if you are pro-freedom, if you are pro-America, then you are no longer welcome on their platforms. And so people go over to Parler. So what happens? Well, you have Apple saying, well, you're not going to be on our, what is it, App Store or whatever they call it over there. I have Android, so I'm not sure what they call it. But, you know, you're not going to be over there on Apple. They're not going to host your app. And then Google says, hey, you know what? Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. Let's do that too. So you go to free speaking places like Parler, and you're going to have a hard time finding the app for at least your iPhone. Now, iPhone, my personal opinion of iPhone is that it's antiquated garbage right out of the box, that it's overpriced, and it's just cyber yuppie bullshit. That's what I think of. That's what I think of Apple products. They're not that great, but people like them, and so on and so forth. But we're facing censorship, and there's going to be a problem with that, because we as a free people don't like to be censored. We don't like to be told to shut up. We don't like to be forced or coerced to shut up. And I'm not going to stand here in front of you with guns in my hands or anything like that, like a lot of other people do, and say, look, I'm ready to go. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to let you know about this. There's a lot of people who are former combat vets and current combat vets who have fought for this country, who have fought for freedom, who have lost their brothers and sisters on the battlefield, whose blood has been shed to preserve that which is being taken away from us right now. Do you think they are going to stand by and allow it to happen? No. Do you think the rest of America is going to stand around and allow their rights to just be taken away? Do you think that's going to happen? No, it's not going to. We're not going. See, what they're trying to do right now, they fear us. And when I say us, I say the American people. Let's make something abundantly clear here, all right? These people who are on the left, who call themselves Democrats, who call themselves socialists, who call themselves communists, or whatever. Antifa, Black Lives Matter, which I call, well, BLM is short for bowel movement, right? But Black Lives Matter fits in there too. But, all these people, they are not American. Okay, they might have been born here or naturalized here. They might have some kind of, citizenship or whatever, but they're not American. Okay? They are not American. They are enemies of America. And, well, what do we do with enemies of America? We defeat them. Now, it's coming to the point where all legal aspects of things that we have available to us are going to disappear. All avenues and everything else and every aspect of those avenues is just going to go poof because they're going to be taken away. They're going to start impeaching judges and stuff like that. Okay? What's left? When all legal remedies are done, what's left? What's left? When all legal remedies. Now, see, what they have done is illegal. What they have done is illegal. And, we are required as United States citizens that whenever our government becomes a tyrannical government, we have the duty as United States citizens to overthrow that government and install a new government in its place. That is our duty. That's our responsibility as freedom-loving Americans. I'm not saying I'm going to get up there and go shoot people and everything like that. I'm not saying I'm going to. Like I said, I'm not going to stand here with guns in my hand and say, I'm ready to go. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. Okay? I might just sit on my recliner and just say, okay, let's watch everything burn. Or I might just get off my ass and go do something. You don't know. You won't know until it happens. Okay? And that's the way a lot of patriots are right now. You're not going to know it's going to hit you, but you will know it when it does hit you. Okay? Now, we do still have state governments. And we do still have state rights. And each state is a sovereign nation upon itself, or unto itself, I should say. A sovereign nation. Each state is. That's why it's called the United States of America. Look at Israel. Okay? It is the state of Israel. Iran is a terrorist state? You see? They call Palestinian, the fake Palestinians. What do they call that? They call that a state. Okay? Each territory here in the United States of America, called a state, is actually a country. So we have 50 countries here. The majority of them love freedom. The majority of these countries in this in this United States, the majority of countries here are going to go against whatever Washington wants. And when that happens, they're going to threaten. Now, see, this is a time for governors to actually stand up and grow a pair and do what is right according to law and order, according to the Constitution and everything else. Okay, we're going to have the federal government, we're going to have Biden or Harris or whoever, threatening federal money and everything like that. You know what? The states can say, you know what, you can keep your federal money. We are going to divert all of our workers' federal money to our coffers. That's it. You're not getting a dime until you do what we say. Now, see, that's what the smart governors and the smart legislators will do in these free states. Now, you have slave states like New York State, California, Oregon, Washington State, so on and so forth. You have those slave states where they're not going to do that. Okay, we might see a civil war here. We might not. There might be an overthrow of the government. The illegally established government. We might see that. We might not. Right now, there's a lot of questions. Not a whole lot of answers. But one thing I can assure you, free people are not going to give away our freedom willy-nilly and just say, here, take it. The same way a tyrant is not going to give away their power and say, I'm sick of being a tyrant, here you go, take my power away. Okay? Both you have to kill in order to take what they have away from them. Both. Okay? Now, we have to figure out who has more of what. Are there more patriots, freedom-loving patriots, or are there more tyrants? Well, our public schools and colleges and everything have churned out a lot of tyrants, or at least a lot of wannabe tyrants, wearing their little Che Guevara shirts and everything. And, they agree with CNN and, mainstream media, all the propaganda and everything. And, they do what big tech says and everything. And then they call themselves part of the resistance. They're not resisting anything. But we do have a lot of patriots here. A lot of people. A lot of people. We're talking probably about 150 million, if not more, who are not going to tolerate any kind of government overreach anymore. Imagine just 1 million people. 1 million people converging on Washington, D.C. Imagine if they're all armed. Imagine if they have explosives and stuff like that. Imagine the damage that could be done there. Now imagine over 100 million people. No standing army on the face of the planet can face down 100 million people or more. What are you going to do? Nuke the Midwest? Huh? Is that what you're going to do? Destroy all this country, all this land just because you want to have power? Who are you going to have power over if you do that? Huh? You see, people don't, you idiots don't think this through. Whenever you want to do your little, we're going to take over the world type shit. You don't think about that stuff. You just think about, I want power. Look at me. Look how big and bad I am. I was picked on all through high school and everything. Yeah, well, look at me now. I can pick on you now. That's basically the mentality that we're dealing with. Well, Donald Trump did us a service. He brought everything to the surface. We did not see this kind of behavior before Donald Trump. And he just kept egging them on. And they just kept showing more and more and more of themselves. Now they're out there fully naked, right in front of us for everything to be seen. We're seeing every birthmark, every scar, every tattoo. We're seeing everything. We know what we're seeing. There's absolutely no way to hide it. Okay? Now, we can hide our patriotism. We can. You can say, oh, yeah, Biden. Yeah, Harris. Woohoo, yeah. Yeah, I changed my mind. Yeah, Trump's a jerk. And, we could blend in with them. They can't blend in with us. They're too radical. You see? So you don't know what's coming, okay, you leftists. You don't know what's coming. But you will know it when it comes. Okay, there will come a time when there's bullets flying. And you little panty-wearing little sissies on the left with your little sticks and your little firecrackers and everything are going to meet some real resistance. Not just people restraining themselves, wanting to slap the ever-living crap out of you. No. You're going to see your maker. You're going to meet your maker. You will. It's inevitable. If we keep going down this path, it's inevitable. We are going to see bloodshed in the streets. And there's a lot of people saying, I condemn the violence. Bull! I don't condemn it. You want to stand on the side of tyranny? Guess what? You're going to get what comes with it. Every tyrant in the history of our world has died. And most of them have died because of a revolt, because they have been killed, because they've been taken out. They become too dangerous for the population